What's going on, guys? Very quick video here just to kind of give us a little bit of a game plan going into tomorrow, kind of recapping some technical levels. So what we're looking at here is a 1 hour time frame. And the reason I'm looking at a 1 hour time frame, I want multiple days sessions. I kind of want to see some highs and lows, see some pivot points and some areas of interest that we can, trade off of. So if we look at the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, we're in a little bit of a distribution. Okay, distribution means nothing more than consolidation, a little bit of a battle here between the bulls and the bears, trying to figure out who is going to take priority of this chart. Now, some of the macro levels that I'm kind of looking at here is, I could probably move this up just a tad to the very top wick, 23,112. There is no continuation long until we start to close outside of that range. To the downside, you can see on the open today for Globex, Globex session here, going into Asian session, London session on July the 13th, going into the 14th, which is Monday, you're going to see that we kind of traded down a little bit of a gap down. Okay, so anytime we get a little bit of a gap down like this, the last thing you want to do is start chasing the shorts. Generally speaking, you tend to get trapped. So how do we play that? What we're looking for is a little bit of a bounce, and some of those areas that we want to look at, I've got 22,907, which is your daily 10-day moving average, your daily 10 SMA. I've got a 20 period continuous moving average here, the 20 SMA. That's sitting at around 22,920. We can correlate these in the same spots. The next area of interest of supply is sitting here at the daily 5 SMA. That price is 22,951. I do not see any continuation, any potential to try to go long unless you are sitting long now through the overnight session, where you're going to kind of use up a swing low, maybe put a stop loss right in here in that area, or you're going to put a stop loss down there. Other than that, I don't see any long position until we start to reclaim some of this supply. Okay, that is what it is. It's as simple as that. Now, does it mean that the price action can't move higher? Of course not. We can definitely grind and grind and grind. But again, like I said, you want to be in somewhere here in this little bracket, in this circle that I drew, and you want to be using stop losses right here or right here. Now, to the short side, what you would be looking for is a potential pop and rejection. So drop, dead cat bounce, consolidation, rejection. You want to be using the daily 10 or the daily 5 as a stop loss. And then if we get a candle to close back underneath the daily 10, you want to go short from here on some type of bear flag breakdown and try to target this Globex open, or you want to try to target this 22,780. Now, if we do something like this and we start to lose 780, then the momentum is definitely going to shift, because we're going to be losing multiple days of consolidation. Okay, so also one thing to mark out, let's mark out the previous day high. Okay, let's just keep an eye on this 23,024 area. If we do obviously reclaim the daily levels here, we want to start looking at 23,024 as a target. Anything over that, we're going to start to look left of the chart. Thursday, look left Wednesday, and you want to always start targeting some of this prior rejection until you take out supply. Again, they're just looked at as targets. I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight, a little bit of a game plan as to what we're looking for. I would not short yet until you see a rejection at the daily 10 or the daily 5 or somewhere in between this area. I would not look for a short. Again, you could also do something like this, right? You could do something like this where you start to see rejection here, multiple test, and then you get short using like a daily 5 as a rejection spot, and then start to short it back down. You could definitely do something like that. Hope this video helps you guys. I'll see all of you guys on the trade floor tomorrow.